That's a pretty loose pole, this one, mate. It's going to fall over.
It's doing its job, though. It's keeping this whole system here aerated. So it's amazing. All of our black water and the grey water from the shower and the kitchen comes down through this wet composting worm farm.
You're kidding. So everything that goes on in there ends up in here.
That's right.
What, by buckets? Do you shovel it out or something?
It's a new thing called pipes, yeah. So, it's pretty technological.
Well, I've never seen a compost bin do such a job.
No.
Okay, can we open this?
It's a bit like a glorified septic tank, really.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, I will open it in a second though. But I just want to explain how it works first, though. There's a chamber down here which has got a mesh screen about halfway up it. The chamber itself's about 1.5 metres deep.
Okay.
Now, there's worms that live on top of that mesh screen. So whenever anyone flushes the toilet in there, the worms prick up their ears and they, here it comes, send it down. And so it arrives down. So they go to town with it and basically liquefy all of the solids that come down through the pipes. And then the bottom chamber fills up to a certain point. Solenoid switch turns on and pumps the water over into this reed bed here. So the plants take up the nutrient and the water and send it back to the atmosphere. That's the way it works.
Amazing.
But the amazing thing about it, though, is that when you open this up, can you smell anything?
I can't smell anything.
Do you know what that means?
It means it's working.
And our shit doesn't stink.
He's full of it, but it doesn't smell. I can't smell any.
No, it's amazing, isn't it?
I can't say that word. Can I say it? You say it. It smells good. Honestly, I cannot smell a single thing. Now, I've smelled black water and septic tanks, and they're terrible. You can cover it up now. You don't have to, but...
So it's basically kept aerobic by this aerator here, the pipe. Keeps it all going.
Okay, so what about the solids? Now, you're telling me the worms turn everything into a liquid form.
Yeah.
Do you have any solids left over?
Well, this thing's been here since February 2003 and we've never had to clean it out.
Not like a septic tank where it builds up its solids, then somebody's got to come along and pump it out.
That's right.
What are you doing out here?
I'm plugging gaps.
You're plugging...
That is, we follow a plan.
Yeah.
Not everything goes to plan, so yeah, I'm just going to get a few more...
What do you mean by gaps? You've got gaps in the garden bed, is that what you mean?
Yeah, and we follow a system of rotation. That is, brassicas, your heavy feeders, and then we've got tomatoes, green manure crops, peas and beans.
Now this stuff here, folks, in all seriousness, is beautiful. Look at the compost here. This is pure composted soil. A little bit of sandy loam mixed in there with a lot of organic matter. Is that correct?
This is the bed I'm least proud of.
You're kidding me? You got a better bed than this one?
You want to check out this one over here, Vasili?
Where? Over there?
No, yep.
Well, let's go and have a look at that one. So where's this soil you're talking about? Check out this bed. This is gorgeous. Look how colourful it is.
Yeah, this one I've looked after, just like the other one with the horse manure and stuff. Maybe it was the worm castings that gave it that extra oomph.
So you've got a worm farm growing on here too?
Yeah, we've got two.
Two of them?
Yep.
Oh, look at this. I just got to get my hands in this one, folks. I want to see how far deep I can get in there. I tell everybody that if you can dig your soil with your hand, it's good stuff because it's friable, it's deep. And look at that. I've already got a worm. I've got not one, there's lots of worms in here.
Yeah, you'll find plenty.
Yeah, there's plenty of worms in here. Now, you're adding soil in here, organic matter. Now, you guys have got compost bins here also.
Yeah, we've got 3 compost bins open to the public. We welcome any kitchen scraps people have in the St Kilda community.
All right. So it's not just about coming here and planting away and cooking something. It's also bring your scraps in too.
Yep,
so you can make compost out of it and they can recycle everything. This is really what we're talking about, sustainable practices. What do you got growing in here, mate?
We're sharing the kale and the cabbages with the bugs.
Check him out, eh? Look how big and chunky he is, mate. Relaxed there, munching away. He's got no care in the world. That's because you don't spray your plants, do you?
No, none of those nasty chemicals. We try to clear from those.
Yeah, so what sort of practical approach would you be using, or methods would you be using to control these? Nothing?
Yeah, good healthy soil. We've companion planted with a few herbs. We've got some mint in there and I was putting some chives with the brassicas before.
But what I've noticed here is there's no straight line, there's no formal order in the planting scheme. There's a purpose for that?
This is the way I like it, a little bit jungle style.
Yeah. You know what it does with the insects also? Even though you've got nice big fat chunky caterpillars eating that one away, it confuses them. So if you get a little bit of thrip or white fly or even aphids, they don't leaf hop to other plants of favourite plants because there's so many varieties going on here. This is great. So if you're ever going to have a garden bed raised and you want to plant a variety of plants, any time of the year you can grow lots of vegetables, and it's not just like tomatoes all the time. You can plant 10 tomatoes in this garden bed, but scatter them around rather than having them all together. So you don't get the viruses spreading through the whole garden bed. Well done. What do you got here?
We've got some garlic, parsley, onions from the garden, and we've just sautéed it with some sesame seeds to go into our bread today.
So that is the filling, or the flavours for the bread.
Exactly.
Let's go make the bread. I'm starving. I'm starving.
Add my yeast and sugar in here.
Yeast and sugar.
And
so you made your own yeast?
I didn't grow my own yeast.
Okay.
And some olive oil. Okay. I'm pretty easy on this. I just pretty much go by feel, and then we'll be getting some moisture from the veg as well.
Okay.
So we'll just basically glob it all in. Oh, Play-Doh days. Go back to those.
We're making bread here. You need some more water.
Yeah.
Just keep adding it till it becomes nice and soft and mushy.
Yep.
A bit more water.
It'll have a bit of a silky, doughy look to it. It's really an adapted version of a pizza dough recipe that my sister used to make when we were kids. And so
that was in Canada, was it?
It was.
No, it's America. Sorry.
That's all right. Chicago, so pretty close, fairly close. You know, a forgivable border.
Well, it snows there, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, it's all the same then. How are you going?
I'm going great. I think I may have just grown an inch around my biceps there.
So now, once this is done, do you let it rest to rise?
Yeah, I leave a little bit of olive oil around the edges just so it doesn't stick, and I cover it with a cloth, then just leave it near a warm area to let it rise. The longer you can let it rise, the better. At least half an hour, I'd say.
Alice, over here, you're nearly ready to show us how to make the beautiful pumpkin soup?
Righto, so what we've done, we've chopped up all our veggies.
Yeah.
Put them into a big plastic bag. This is a little trick of the trade, but, you know, it's a good one to know. So basically, all into a plastic bag, a full garlic clove like that.
You're kidding, because I was going to ask you, everything else chopped up, garlic cloves still got everything on the outside.
Yeah, the reason behind that is when they're roasted, they soften inside and don't dry out. So once they're all cooked,
like corn.
Squeeze them out. Yep, squeeze it out, and then it's ready for your soup.
All right.
Rather than drying out. It's a really good little tip. So in there, basically all in a plastic bag, that comes the liquid gold, as we like to call the olive oil around here. Nice, decent.
Well, it's a plastic bag.
A pinch of salt.
What are you doing? That's okay. That's for good luck.
Yeah, right.
That is good luck.
7 years apparently. So anyway. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bag without holes in it, because the olive oil is going to go into the oven as well. Basically what the bag does is allows you to coat all the veggies really nicely with the salt and olive oil.
So you're using the bag to mix everything in?
Yeah, that's right.
That's all been coated. Look at that.
Coated.
How easy is that?
Directly into the oven.
For how long?
Until they're golden brown.
That looks fantastic. So about 45 minutes, that'll be ready, eh?
Yeah, that'll be ready.
I'm going to lose weight by the time I eat here, folks. Somebody order me a souvlaki.